Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam here from the TNR channel. Sorry guys if I sound a bit ill in today's video. My hay fever has been hitting me quite hard today, so but I still thought I'd have to get a video up considering we took a massive break before the Flash Season 2 review. So yeah guys, sorry if I sound a bit ill, but this is the best I'm gonna get. So today I'm gonna be doing considering I have recently done the Season 4 review of Arrow and the Season 2 review of The Flash, I decided today to pit the two villains of those seasons that I reviewed up against each other. So today I'm going to be doing Zoom versus Damien Darhk. So if you don't know who these two characters are, they're the main villains. Zoom is the main villain from The Flash Season 2 and Darhk is the main villain from Arrow Season 4. And today I'm going to be pitting the two up against each other with 5 relevant points and seeing who comes out on top. So there are 5 points I want to cover, pit these two up against each other. So let's get onto it without any further ado. Let's just get going. Alright, so the first point I want to cover is their plans for the season. Now, no villain is as good as his plan. Any film you watch, I guarantee literally most films or TV shows you watch, the villain will always have a plan to do something. And that's what I'm going to be covering. Like in Arrow Season 3, the season before Season 4 obviously, Ra's al Ghul's plan was to destroy Star City, and then Oliver would become heir to the demon. And in Flash Season 1, the Reverse Flash's plan was to get Barry Speed so we could go back home. So every TV show, every movie, the villain always has a plan. So Zoom's plan for the Flash Season 2, at the start of the season, it was to get Barry Speed to save his life. And then later on, after he got his speed, his plan was to get Barry to race him around a magnetar, which would destroy the multiverse. Which Zoom's plan in the end of Season 2, once you realise how good and evil it was, I realised how amazing Zoom's plan was, and it just made me love his character even more. Damien Darhk's plan, however, was a bit silly, to be honest. He literally just wanted to destroy the world in a nuclear fire, which sounds like a really good plan for a villain to pull off. Except he would be killing himself and his family. Now, you know, Zoom chose the smart idea. It would destroy every single Earth except for Earth 1, so he could survive. But Darhk's killing himself, and yeah, it's not a very good plan at all. I mean, there was originally an arc, but after the arc got destroyed, yeah, Darhk's plan was very silly, so I'm sorry Darhk, I will have to give this point to Zoom, because his plan was a lot more well-structured and just a lot more evil. The next point is their origin stories. Now, you do get an episode 18 versus Zoom in Season 2 of The Flash, but it doesn't really give you much about his backstory. It tells you literally all about his life, but it doesn't give you enough information that you can piece together every single big detail that happened in his life. And Darhk, you literally know nothing about Darhk except that 1-minute conversation between Ra's and Oliver in Season 3, and you see him in Legends of Tomorrow, but it doesn't really give anything away. But yeah, Zoom's origin story, from what we know, was that he had a tremendous childhood. His father killed his mother and then killed himself right in front of his eyes. And then where he went to an orphanage home and then eventually grew up to be a serial killer before he was hit with the dark matter explosion and then become Zoom. Darhk's backstory, from what Raz told us in Season 3, was that he was best friends with Raish when he was growing up, and then they both joined the League of Assassins as heir to the demon, and then and then basically Darhk had to escape after Raz was tasked to kill him. So literally, I know this is looking a bit biased, going 2 points for Zoom, but I'm sorry Darhk, we literally have no information to give you the point for this. But sorry, this point has to go to Zoom again. Now, how deadly they were. Okay, right, now, this one's quite interesting, because Zoom was extremely deadly. He was a lot, in the first, before the mid-season finale, and like a few episodes after the mid-season finale, Zoom was like about 4 times faster than Barry. Zoom was unstoppable. Barry fought him in episode 6, I think it was, Enter Zoom, and he just got his ass kicked, and he was destroyed by Zoom. However, though, Darhk was all over Oliver for the whole season. Oliver only ever had 2 opportunities in the whole season where he actually overcame Darhk. So I think I'm gonna have to give this point to Darhk. So I think it'd be 2-1 now, and move on to the 4th point. So who was more evil? Now, they were both stone-colded murderers. They were serial killers. They were all just completely evil bastards. Now, they just both were. Now, Zoom was completely heartless. Zoom, Harrison Wells, he actually describes him in season 2. He says Zoom is tied for nothing, he cares for nothing or nobody, which is a completely true statement. He does have like a 2 or 3 episode affection towards Caitlin, but you see in the season finale that he completely gets rid of that when he actually goes to kill her. He after that, he's completely tied to nothing. But throughout of the whole of season 2, Zoom is tied to nothing. Zoom, there is no barrier Zoom won't break. Zoom will kill anybody that gets in his way. Zoom is absolutely a completely heartless murderer and will do anything. Now, Darhk, I'm sorry, Darhk might have to lose this point again, because Darhk has a family. Now, he was very evil, do not get me wrong. He killed actually tens of thousands of people during season 4 of Arrow. He killed tens of thousands of people in that nuclear missile attack, and he was willing to destroy the whole world. But there is a difference between destroying one world and Zoom's determination to destroy the multiverse. Now, Zoom was completely down to destroy infinite Earths. Now, in the infinite Earths, that means there is infinite number of people. Zoom killed over zillions of people. He could have killed zillions of people if he would have powered up the Magnetar. So Zoom has no problem with killing masses and masses and masses amounts of people. And Darhk, I just don't think Darhk was as evil as Zoom was. Zoom was tied to absolutely nothing when Darhk was, which showed he had a bit of a heart down there somewhere. So yeah, that point's gonna have to go to Zoom again, so 3-1. Now, who was more of a threat to the main hero? Now, although Zoom was a lot faster than Barry for most of season 2, if you think about it, the Flash and Zoom had the same powers. All Barry had to do was enhance his speed, which he literally could have done from the first time they fought. So Zoom and Barry had the exact same powers, so there was no reason the Flash couldn't have got his powers upgraded sooner and stopped him. However, I think Darhk might have to win this point, because Oliver didn't have magic while Barry already had the same powers that Zoom had. So Barry actually had to learn magic, and Barry didn't have to learn the speed. So Barry already had the speed, so yeah, so he didn't really have to do anything. He just had to enhance his powers, where Oliver had to learn a completely different new power. So that point goes to Darhk. So yeah, guys, that was my Zoom versus Darhk video. Zoom took the win with 3 points to 2. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching my video on the Flash season 2 and Arrow season 4, and I will hope you will come back for our next video.